I gotta do this quickly because the universe says you're on a time crunch. The universe says you're on a time crunch. Why are you on a time crunch? We're doing this. This is what we're doing. I've got a card specifically for you. Release from your mind that this could be for anyone else. It's meant for you. I want to say girl so badly. Like, you might be someone that's like called like girl, and if you're like immediately no, then you can scroll onto like another video that's more meant for you. But like, this is for someone that like you would just be like, girl. Get here, girl. Get your shit together. Girl, come on. Organization is important to you. Let me see. Okay. Before I even pull a card, I've got to complete what's coming through my body. You're not paying enough attention to your body. There is so much energy in your body and it needs to be moved. You're too stagnant, like physically. You've got to move. Like, move your body physically, not move locations. Move your body physically. Take this only if it resonates. It's resonating deeply with myself because it's coming through me. I've been sick for like a lot of days of this month, and I've literally laid in bed so much. Like, I know I gotta move my physical body. Like, I know. I found the card. I'm gonna reveal it in a second, but yeah. So this message is resonating with me so hard, like, as it's coming through. Like, it's for me and it's for you, apparently. But it might not be for you, so like, listen to your body. Ooh, this is cool. You're surrounded by support. You're surrounded by support, but you're blind to it most of the time. You have this going on, but you literally have a lens that you've created to protect yourself from the high vibration experience of love, because there's something in your soul contract where you had some kind of experience that you were meant to have on this earth. Nothing that you experienced was ever wrong. Like, it might have been painful or unjust, but it was all happening in divine timing. But this experience that you had taught you about the human mind and the human ego, because you're meant to clear that for others through your own reflection about your own experiences in this lifetime. This is a powerful message. I'm loving this. In your lifetime, you have a ton of influence. And when I say a ton of influence, as someone that's living in this generation, the first place that my mind goes is 100,000 followers. The first thing I see. And then I immediately hear spirit saying, no, that's not what we mean by you have a lot of influence. Your influence is not quantitative, it's qualitative. There's not this large quantity of influence that you could count it. You have a quality to your influence where the way that you are, the direction and the purpose of the influence that's coming through you, through your natural expression of yourself and through you just being alive and just existing, the existence that allows for the influence that is needed in the divine plan of the creator themselves, is free of personal gain. You literally just happen to influence someone to, I don't know, like, what's an example? The universe, help me out. You'll influence someone to drink more water just because you're here drinking more water. The people that universe wants to separate from you with this reading, with this word that I'm speaking, is there are people in this world that will influence people to drink more water because they get paid by the water bill. Like, they're the ones receiving the water bill. So they're like, oh my gosh, drink that water. Oh my gosh, stay hydrated. They're not staying hydrated because they genuinely care about the person being hydrated. They're saying stay hydrated because they know that's going to put money in their pocket, and they could care less if that person dies from drinking too much water. I hope this is landing in the way it's meant to land. Put your hand on your heart Don't forget, your life is art, and you're here to create exactly what you want to receive. Believe in the power that you have right now, the power that you have to influence. Meditate about that, journal about that. If influence feels icky to you, which I feel like for some of you that have tuned into this message, it might feel a little bit icky to you, I want you to explore that. I invite you to explore that. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. You're literally a free human being. That's important to you at this time right now. Some of you might want to write, I am a free human being, on a painting, like on a big piece of paper that you can put on your wall. All right. Universe said I didn't have much time with you. Why don't I have too much time with you? Do you got stuff to do? How about we drop into the heart? Come on. What's this art? What's this art that you don't have time for? That you don't have money for? That you don't have the supplies for? That you keep telling yourself you'll get the supplies when you have more money? I'm hearing it's not like this thing where you need to get the supplies like right now, but like you could get the supplies today if you wanted to. You could get the supplies next week if you wanted to. Whatever art that you're wanting to create or that you see yourself creating, you don't need to be any more skilled than you are to start. Starting is actually going to make you more skilled. It's like this subconscious thing where sometimes we don't want to do things that we're not very good at. We don't want to do things that we're not very good at because we'd like to be better at them. And sometimes we can trick ourselves into thinking that maybe if we wait until we're like in a different embodiment or in a different setting, maybe we'd be better at the thing we want to do. But really, couldn't you agree with me that with this thing you want to do, this artistic thing, you might end up being better in the future if you choose the pathway that is getting whatever supplies you need and acting on it now and creating it now, and maybe you create it badly by your judgment, and maybe through your experience with creating, you create more and you create more and you create more, and things only improve over time. And then maybe time moves forward and then you look back and whatever it was that you created at this time that you used to think was bad is actually really good because you started to love yourself more, because you started to care about yourself more. You started to realize that everything you do is divine, that you are perfectly, imperfectly the self that is here in this moment now, that there's nowhere else for you to go. You are here to be someone that fully loves the version of yourself that you see when you look in the mirror, in the moment that you see. Like I was talking about with this card, when I was talking about that lens, I know I didn't fully finish that thought. There's this lens over your eyes like my glasses. And it's like when the lens, the glasses come off, you can see the support around you. You can see how much people love you. You can feel it too. And you can see your beauty, the physical beauty, the emotional beauty, the complexities of you, the depths of you. Like you're in tune with that. When you take off the lens that I said was in your soul contract that you were meant to create in this lifetime so that you could understand the web of lies that the ego has spun so that together we can, I wanted to say like it would be us who have won, but the flow kind of wasn't flowing, but love is gonna win, we know that, right? So let's be on that journey together of, oh, I see. It can be as simple as I'm just gonna take these off, and don't even put them on your head like I did. Like if you are seeing the world in some way that's different than the world that you would like to live in, I don't know, take this advice or leave it, but I would say like smash those glasses, delete that lens, clear that lens, cancel that lens. It's time. It's time to see the support that's around you. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm new to tarot. If you haven't been watching my videos, now you know. I'm brand new to reading these cards. I'm incredibly intuitive, and I consider myself to be someone that is growing connection with spirit and growing their clairaudience and clairvoyant talents and gifts. So I love to pick up the cards and share my first expression, my first impression, and just speak and let spirit work through me. But I also want to honor this language. Like tarot is its own language. There's a story that these cards are telling. So good thing I have this beautiful, wonderful, large book created by Kathy McClelland here with the Star Tarot. I just found out that one of my best friends also had this deck. I don't know if she still has it, but she told me that this was her first deck as well, and this is my first deck too, so I'm like, that's such a cute thing to have in common. Anyways, the Eight of Wands arrives in brilliant fashion. I would say that's true. Brilliant fashion, blasting away anything that is holding back your aspirations. There are times, oh guys, there's like a hair caught on my glasses and it's so annoying. Like maybe you've been starting to get irritated by this lens that you've got on that blocks you from seeing how loved and supported and awesome you are. Like, that's been happening for a reason, so it can come off. If you've been annoyed by your own perception, I know in the times where I've been annoyed by my own perception, I felt like a crazy person. I felt like my self-love journey has taken a very scary turn and it's like down to the drain. But I'm here to tell you that if you're moving through that, it's obvious to me now that that's been good. That's been good all along. For you to think that your own perception is so completely wrong that you must completely leave it and rebuild a new one. I think for me, that has felt like, oh, am I crazy? But no, girl. The perception that you once chose to believe to be truth was crazy, and that perception is not who you are. But perception can be who you are if you allow it to be. So if you were a perception, your unique soul energy, how would you describe your perception to be? Let your perception match your heart. Let your perception match your soul. The truth that you know when you're alone with yourself, when you're enjoying life, when you're basking in the excellence of your own existence. What perception of life and the world does that version of you hold? Behold, that's the perception that's coming into your field now, today. That's the perception that you've been preparing to hold your entire life. And you've had this like shitty perception, whatever word you want to use, shitty's coming through for me. The shitty perception, the self-sabotaging perception that you've experienced that acted as that lens. Again, it has allowed you to become someone that understands the working of the ego, that understands the way that the mind can distort reality, the way that beliefs can distort reality to create an experience that is completely incongruent with the description of the same experience that a different person would communicate to us. Like 4 different people looking at one thing, seeing all different energy, okay? It'd be like me having a super supportive friend, and then maybe one of my other friends has these limiting beliefs saying that no one that is on YouTube can possibly have true friends. I don't know, maybe that's in their mind for some reason. And Spirit's saying don't go down this path because it's not creating good karma for me. So sometimes I bring up hypotheticals and I start to talk about them and Spirit's like, wait, like, why are you doing that to yourself? Okay. Spirit's saying like a better example is 4 people playing golf together. Maybe I will think I'm horrible at golf and everybody else playing will maybe see my swing be really great. Maybe they'll see the way I play to be really good. And then what does that say about my perception of myself? Is it true that I'm good at golf? Is it true that I'm not good at golf? Do I allow myself to see that I'm good at things? Do I constantly choose to see that I'm bad at things? What does it even mean to be good at golf in the first place? And how can we arrive at something that's true when it comes to judging the ability of someone with a game such as golf? You know, I mean, I guess that's why they created scores, so that you could see if you're good or not. But if there was no score, play with me for a moment, everybody would just be a golf player. and we could just appreciate the game of golf, and everybody could just play, and everybody could just laugh and enjoy, and there would be no need for any statistics to prove any sort of possession of any sort of skill, because it would simply be an experience. The book reminds us that there are times when things just seem to be dragging and life may appear boring and lackluster. Distractions, mental blocks, and delays get in the way of your progress. Something is out of sync and inspiration is absence. Something is out of sync. It's the lens. It's your perception. It's been out of sync, and you've had so many moments where you've seen the world without your lens. But then the lens comes back on. So I'm going to continue reading to see if we get more insight on what do we do with the lens? Do we just delete it? Do we just completely erase it? I don't know. Where is that supporting the universe? How does your perception support the universe? That could be a good self-check-in question. Is my perception right now supporting the universe? Is my perception right now supporting the universe? It just did something for me right now. It did something good for me right now, where I was able to check in on my visions of you and asking myself, okay, is this perception of my audience serving the universe? And the perception that serves the universe is the one that feels good. It feels good to think that you're engaged with this. It feels good to think that this is going to inspire you to do that artistic thing that you've been wanting to do, or to just get these limiting beliefs out of the way really quickly and easily, and for this message to actually mean something to you. That's a perception that serves the universe. And I think sometimes, if I were to phrase that question, does this perception serve me? I think I'd be kind of ick about that. I'm not here to just serve myself. I'm here to serve the universe. That feels so much better. I don't want to be a self-serving asshole. Come on. I want to serve the collective. I want to be here for community. And there's so much temptation involved in being self-serving. It's so tempting to just take care of yourself, mind your own business, and not care about any of these other earth dwellers. But no, that's not the life for me. I will not succumb to that temptation. I'm here to support. I'm here to guide. I'm here to lead myself and show others the pleasure that comes with leading the self and breaking out of the system and rewiring your system and living the life that you truly love, the life that you've been chosen to live. Is your perception serving the universe? The key to the Eight of Wands, the key to this energy right now that you're experiencing, is to be open and ready to use and direct its transformative energy. Be open and ready to use the direct... Be open and ready to use and direct the transformative energy of this time. Be open and ready to use and direct. I want to say, I am open and ready. How does that feel in the body? How does it feel to be open and ready to use and direct this transformative energy? It feels like empowerment. It feels like meant to be, cosmic kismet synchronicity. It feels like me being me. I'm ready to use this transformative energy. Beautiful. I'll share a few more words. We've got to speak about the lightning bolts. There's 4 bolts of lightning penetrating the mandala. Dude, there's a couple of you that want to just draw mandalas and paint mandalas and color mandalas. Why aren't you doing it? Do it. Do it now. Turn off this video. I mean, you can keep listening to the video. I'm going to just talk for a few more minutes. But when this video's over, go do your mandala stuff. Oh my gosh. Why are you... For some of you, it was in childhood that the physical objects and activities... I'm gonna cry. The physical objects and activities that brought you the highest joy were taken from you. So there's some of you that like, there are these things that you could do in the earth realm that would give you so much joy, but you like block yourself from doing it. It's like, it's a subconscious pattern that you haven't even noticed until this girl on YouTube is talking about it. Girl, I'm with you. I told you I got gifts. I got you, girl. I told you. I was not underestimating myself, okay? I'm here. So let those activities in. Let that energy in. And if it hasn't come to you in the past, it wasn't meant for you in the past. So please, any self-deprecating loops that like arise within you for you to be upset that you didn't realize this sooner, that you didn't paint sooner or create sooner or do whatever you did sooner, no. This whole entire experience has been divinely designed. There's no other pathway that you could be getting a better experience from. This is you here in this moment now. The information that you have now was meant to come to you in this moment now. Everything that you've learned up until this point has served you. Let it continue to serve you, and take it and apply it to your future. Be grateful for the fact that in the future you can freely do the things that you love because you're now free of those people. Hopefully, I'm hoping, and free of those situations. If you're not free of those people, like, honey, do like a spell or something. Can we break the spirit free from, like, everybody deserves to be doing what it is that they truly love and that they truly enjoy. I'm doing it now, and if I can have it, why can't anyone else have it, right? So, all right, Spirit, anything else about this creative being that I'm going to talk about the lightning bolts and continue that. The lightning bolts symbolize the pure cosmic energy, infusing the heart with divine truth, inspiration, and light. Damn. How important must you be to the universe for this valuable, powerful cosmic energy to choose to infuse your heart specifically at this time with divine truth, inspiration, and light? Feel your value, feel your importance. How important must you be that of all the possibilities for all the things I could possibly speak and all the different cards I could possibly pick? I think there's 78 cards here. We picked this one to just arrive into this one moment where I'm speaking to you these words, that cosmic energy is streaming to you at this time in your life specifically to provide you with an overflow, an infusion in your heart of divine truth, inspiration, and light. This spiritual stuff is real. Imagine that like doctors came to you with like physical infusions of like vitamin B and zinc. What's another like good vitamin? Magnesium. And it's just like these doctors are coming and they're like, you are so important. Like they're just like, wow, your body is so important and so valuable to this mission and to this plan that God has for the universe that we just need to infuse you with these vitamins. That's how I want you to take this message that I'm giving you. And I've given you so many messages. When I say this message, I mean the message about the lightning bolt specifically. The message about the lightning bolt specifically is like, girl, you're getting an infusion. Not an infusion, you're getting many infusions. I just got corrected. It's many infusions of this divine truth, inspiration, and light. And that's why it is so important for you to be open at this time. And remember what we said, you are going to, and you are directing that energy properly. Direct the energy properly in this moment. Practice while you listen. Take in this energy of divine truth, inspiration, and light, and direct it towards your highest endeavors. Your highest endeavor, not the endeavor that you're like, oh, I think I might be capable of this. I think this might be good. No, the highest endeavor. The highest of work is the work that you are here to do. The highest of experiences are the experiences that you are here to have. I don't want to see or hear you downplaying who it is that you are in this reality any longer. That's what I'm hearing from your spirit guides. The deeper I go into this reading, the more specific the energy is. I don't want to see you downplaying the reality of who it is that you are in this lifetime any longer. I said it a little bit differently. Same message. Don't downplay yourself. Start speaking of yourself more highly in private. Don't do it in front of other people so that they have the opportunity to disagree with you. Speak of yourself more highly. Tell yourself, an example for me is like, in private. Of course, this is you guys are my fam, so what I can say in private, I can say with you, right? I am incredible at providing spiritual guidance. Maybe I'm feeling a little doubtful about that. Like maybe, I've worked with, I should probably count how many people I've worked with, because I have no idea. I literally have no idea. I should probably do that. That's important. But, 5 years of spiritual guidance on and off. So it's not like a solid 365 been committing to this every single day. Like I've had a challenging thing with that. But anyways, I gotta say stuff. You gotta say stuff. We gotta say stuff about ourselves to ourselves in private. A sacred exchange between self and soul coming together as one to communicate about this. We gotta speak very highly of ourselves. Take yourself higher than you currently are. Spirit's just dropping in. Maybe you start running, and maybe you can only run 3 miles and you really want to run 4. Like you see yourself being able to run 4. When you think about running 4 miles, you feel so much joy and you know that it's coming to you. It's a manifestation of yours that you're taking the action and effort to work towards. You're preparing your body for it. Like you're doing everything you need to do for you to be this person that is capable of running 4 miles. That's something that you could be in private sacred space with yourself, telling yourself, I see you running those 4 miles. I see it happening. I know it's coming. I know you're a good runner. Maybe you don't show it to me all the time because it hasn't been developed yet, but you're on your way. Stuff like that. Girl, talk yourself up. Go in front of the mirror and be like, hello, nice to meet you. I'm the one that just ran those 4 miles. Yes, that was me on the treadmill over there. And it took me 15 minutes, stuff like that. 15-minute mile, pretty good. That's like less than 4 minutes each mile. That'd be insane. Maybe don't talk yourself up too high, but don't do it to the point where you guys know what to do. I think you know what to do. I think when you get alone with yourself, you're going to be channeling so many great truths about yourself, and you're going to look back on this time and be like, damn, vision was foggy, but now I can see the renewal of the perception of who it is that you are. I also wanted to share the symbolism of the 8 shooting stars. So the card is showing that the heart shoots out pure thought into action, represented by the 8 shooting stars, which originate from the heart chakra. Beautiful. Incredible. Wonderful. This has been a beautiful reading. We're about to hit 30 minutes, so our time together has been great. If you felt like you didn't have time, but you watched this anyway, you do have time. Time is Mine by Michelle Blood. You need to listen to that song. Look it up. Time is Mine, Michelle Blood. It's needed. Shift that perception. It'll be incredible. It's true that you can bend time. It's true for me. I've done it, and if I can do it, anyone can do it. I've had moments where I just tell myself, I'm gonna make it on time. I'm gonna be on time, and then I am, and it's seemed like it would have been physically impossible. It's like, I think I just bent time a little bit. I think I just altered my experience to match what I was affirming to myself. This experience could be anything you want it to be. Keep tuning into the energy of the Eight of Wands. Connect with support, both spiritual and physical. You need all of it. I got you. Girl, your energy is great. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I look forward to connecting with you in another video. Goodbye.